Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I will give you an example of freedom of speech in the freest country in the world, where the right of expression and free speech is guaranteed by the U.S. Constitution, the law of the land. Let me put my violin and play a little bit of whatever. So I will give you the limitations, and the limitations are uh, you see. This article comes from Business Insider from July 9th, 2022. A retired Army general, retired, was suspended from his federal contract position after he mocked Jill Biden's statement on abortion rights. Now, Jill Biden is, I will say this, is the wife of an elected official. It's like Hunter Biden is the son of an elected official. He has nothing to do with the politics. He's just the son. He came out of his mother's, and the mother is just the one who got by the elected official and gave birth to her son. So Jill Biden is considered, right, the first lady just because people know. First lady because he's the first gentleman, I guess. Biden. All right. Remember, free speech. If free speech has consequences, then there's no more free speech. Because if the consequences of my free speech would mean, let's say, death, I will not say what I feel and what I think. I will censor myself. Now, that's not free speech. Now, if free speech has the consequences of me, for instance, losing my ability, my job, then that's not free speech. Why is it not free speech? Because in order to keep that, I will have to keep my mouth shut, even if I see something wrong. Now, if I say it, I get penalized, and it's a penalty for speaking up. In this case, truthfully or mockingly, of another person, another individual. She doesn't represent, how should I put it? She was not elected. She's jobless, actually. She's just there. Well, she can take certain, little things with helping with obesity or helping with this or helping. That's fine. It's fine. But she, as an individual, has no standing. Nobody voted for her. She didn't qualify for the job, for any job for that matter. She's just another person, another citizen, who happens to be the wife of an elected individual that people elected or did not elect. So let's see what's going on in this article. A retired Army general was suspended from his contract, punished position after he mocked Jill Biden. You're going to find out how he mocked her. The first lady tweeted, so this woman, the wife of the president, the wife of an elected official, tweeted that women have the, and I'm quoting, right to make our own decision. Yeah, okay. Since you give your opinion on something that has nothing to do with you didn't give your opinion as a, how should I put it, as an official. It was not an official statement made by a department. It was by a person. A person. She got involved in something as a citizen. She has no official or, how should I put it, official standing in this. She has nothing to do with it. Just as a woman or whatever she identifies as. We got to be very careful here. She said that. Okay, that's fine. But then someone else can, again, not representing the military, not representing the job, not representing the rank, as another person, another citizen. Answer another citizen's statement. What's wrong with that? And you can mock, you can insult, you can make the other person feel hurt. It's still legal. I mean, freedom of speech doesn't mean you have to be nice. It doesn't have even that doesn't have to mean that you have to be truthful. That's the law who's going to take care of that. If it's what you said is truthful, if you hurt anybody's, career or something, libel and so on, it's a different story. But you still can say it. Make a fool of yourself if you want. You have the right to insult people. And then you say, well, then there are the consequences. Well, yeah, but the consequences are related to what? What position? As a private individual? Or am I making a statement as a general, being employed somewhere for something? Do I have the right of being a citizen at one time, or I always represent the military? I'm 24 to 24/7 a military. So when am I supposed to have sex as a military? I mean, you have to be always there. Can you have sex? Well, yes. Determines who. Can I go and watch? I don't know. Let's say some certain material. Can I? No. Or yes. Why not? I don't do it in the 8-hour job or whatever I do it. I do it in my personal time. Am I still a person? A free person, or I'm still under the job? Let's say I work for as a, I don't know, as an engineer. I work 8 hours a day. After 8 hours, I make a statement. I tell my neighbor, hey, my neighbor, you're dumb. Should I lose my job? Because in my private time, as a private individual, as a free person, I made a comment and it happens to be employed somewhere? What if I'm in a football team? I get kicked out? Why? I don't represent that. I'm an individual in the first place. Those things are just an access to me. They're not, I don't live through them. They live through me. I don't know how to make my point clearer than this. Otherwise, we're not going to say anything, because anything that could be perceived, oh my God, you don't, the institution, you heard the institution. Institution is 8 hours. After that, I'm a human being. Let's say I work for an abortion clinic. After I'm done working, I can be against that. I can say things that oppose my job. I should be, at least. If not, okay, say something now that's wrong, lose, I don't know, a job that I have. Then where are we going to end up? And who determines that? Who determines? Retired Lieutenant General Gary Voletsky said he was glad to see, and I'm quoting, glad to see you finally know what a woman is. All right. Why? Because she also supports the right of certain people who do not say, well, I don't know what a woman is. Remember the Kenji, whatever her name is, the new Supreme Court judge? When she was asked at her, in front of the Senate, right in front of the commission, I can't remember right now the name of it, not approval commission, it escapes my word, but the word I want to say, confirmation meeting over there. She said that when she was asked what's a woman, she said she's not a biologist, she's not a scientist to define that. But we're going to go and you go in court and it's going to say, well, it's raining or it's not raining. I'm not a meteorologist. Okay, it's cold outside or it's warm. I don't know what the temperature is because I'm not a scientist. I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist or something. I mean, like this, you go and you can, okay, what's a nail? I don't know. I'm not a carpenter. So then what, how can you assess, how can you look over court cases if you don't know, how? Because you have to know terms. If it says a woman came and she talked to slapped a man or whatever, a woman was raped by a man. What are you going to say? Well, I don't know what a woman is. Because you're not a scientist or something. You're not a biologist. What the are you talking about? So probably the same thing. This woman, Jill Biden, another citizen, who's just the wife of an elected official, who's a public servant, actually. All right. She said that, oh, she's on the other side. You know what I mean? She doesn't know what. And this guy said, oh, I'm glad that you know what a woman is. Yeah. So she's just. I'm not going to read what the tweet is no longer available on Volotsky's account because obviously he was. Volesky, a three-star general, had been serving as a senior mentor of the Pentagon, making $92 per hour when he responded to a tweet in his private capacity as a free person, not as a general employed during his work time or whatever. It says the tweet appeared to also be a jab at the Biden administration advocacy for transgenders' rights. Well, I don't know, about the rights thing. I have the right, you have the right, you don't have the right. No, you don't have the right. Who determines that? I mean, I have the right to say you don't have a right, but you have the right to tell me that I don't have a right. What do you mean? You have the right to tell me I don't have the right to tell you that you don't have a right. No, which one is it? So, yeah, regarding this is very, very, very childish because we know exactly what these guys are talking about. And he took a jab. He was what? He mocked her. Yeah, because she made a fool of herself. In his opinion. Can he express this? Yeah. Oh yeah, but you get fired. Is that how it is? Okay, then you can't say anything. Right now, if I say something, someone can get offended and I don't get arrested for something. I don't know, I hurt someone's feelings. And nowadays, if you hurt someone's feelings, that's bad, bad, bad. It's like a crime. That's going to be elevated to a crime. So then, where's the free speech? Don't tell me about the free country, free speech, the free world, and all this BS. All right? That's an example over there. And I know there are some how do you call it, some protocols in the army that you cannot get in politics and so on. That was social science. Social science. This was social issue. You as an individual, you can say that. You can say, I don't like, for instance, how certain groups are treated in the country. That's as a citizen, not a military. I'm not saying, get involved in politics. It's not an active, how do you call it, military. It's not an active duty. He's a retired. He just works as a consultant, and he gave me $92 an hour. See how much a lawyer makes, and this is a general. All right, go and see how a lawyer will charge you with what, 200 or something, and there's just lawyers, and this is a general. All right, so that doesn't impress me, the $92 an hour. It's a lot, but for a general, I think it's not a lot. Because if I go here and I deal with lawyers, just so you know, they charge you $200 per hour just like this. How? Why? And it's not like a lawyer, a country lawyer. How should I put it? He's a county lawyer. He's a regular lawyer. I mean, he can ask you, and there's some public lawyers as well, and see how much they make. So they try to, he makes this much, so much. No, probably he should make $300 an hour, but whatever. You got the point. So don't say much because you're going to be hurt, and if you're going to hurt, just censor yourself, and you have free speech, and we are the freest country in the world. Yeah. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.